What's good, everybody? It's your boy oO5 Dynasty. So, how do we measure talent, or how do we measure your talent, or how do you measure your own talent, right? And as you can see, I'm starting off by saying talent and not skill set. Talking about talent, your talents. So, guys, there's some musical producers on the internet, right? That their claim to fame is one-hit wonders. An artist that has come out and rocked over their beat and maybe one hit song, which is like dance records, right? One hit song or maybe two hit songs, which were dance records. That's the reason why they're hit records, because it's dance songs, right? So their claim to fame is that one hit wonders. And man, guys, so when you think about it, right? When you got musical producers who's trying to live off of that for the rest of their life and try to capitalize off of that for the rest of their life, it's like saying, like, well, do it again. Why haven't you done it again? And the reason why these people haven't done it again is because it's ultra hard to get a hit record. It takes a lot of luck. And a lot of these musical producers, especially nowadays, even like 10 years ago, okay, they don't have their own style. So since they don't have their own style, it's luck that brings them into this deal. Maybe they got shopped for them. Maybe they're a friend of somebody who's in the music industry that got their beat to somebody. Something. A lot of times these people don't even work hard to even get those placements. And it's proven in history. A lot of people were sitting in front of, like, even Jay-Z. They didn't work hard to get there. Their cousin brought them to the studio, or family member, whoever, you know what I'm saying, or best friend, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say this. If they don't have a style, then the person who rocked over that beat made the song. They made the hit record. So these producers claim the fame. They didn't even produce the records. They didn't even have any input on the records. Meaning, like, they didn't really produce. Even for the hit record or hit records that they have, they didn't even produce the record. The artist made the record come to light. And since these people don't have their own style, that's the reason why they can't continue to make those hit records, because their claim to fame is hopping on somebody else's style that was created, and what's popular at that point in time in that genre, mainly hip hop. So whatever's popular that gets the kids going, all these producers jump on the bandwagon. It's been proven through history. They start making beats like that and then say that they're ill and dope. They get a lucky placement, and that lucky placement happens to make a good dance record. And then now they become famous, but they can't do it again. They can't replicate it because it was never their style to begin with. So I give it a cool example. I got a style that I developed, even though it is chopping up samples like other people, So I learned the skill set of chopping up samples, but I created my own talent or talented way of doing it that's different from everybody else. Maybe it's not the micro chops. Maybe I took a big piece of a sample, right? But it's from a different area. It's not from soul samples. Everybody was doing soul samples. I went a different route. I went a route that when you listen to the beat and the artists get on it, man, it sound crazy. So, and what I mean when it sounds crazy, I mean, like, it sounds like a full, thick body song that people, when they hear it, they're like, oh, it resonates with them. You know what I'm saying? But the beats that I was making, I was able to make a sound for myself, and this is how you measure your talent. I was able to measure my talent by being able to get my sound to work with other artists, if you get my drift. So, like, let's say if I work with Legend, right? That's my main artist. Okay, that was my main artist. He brought me into the game. He got me started. Eventually, I was able to make beats that he was able to rock on. So he liked my sound that I developed, but then he went and made songs over it that were pretty dope, man. Like I'm talking about dope records. Now, to measure my talent though, and this I wasn't trying to measure my talent, but I'm just giving you an example. When I gave my beats to other artists, were they able to make successful records just like Legend? And meaning was my sound able to translate to more than one artist, whereas now those artists have the same sound kind of like Legend, if you get my drift. It's like you get like the famous producers, they get their signature sound. So even if this rapper rocks on it or this singer rocks on it, you still going to get like that essence of that musical producer's sound. So that's how you could measure that musical producer's talent, because they was able to make great records of multiple artists, all different kinds of artists. I was able to do that. That's the reason why if you go on my playlist on my YouTube channel, I got a playlist and it says produced by oO5 Dynasty, formerly Legacy. That was my, first alias, the first producer name. You're going to catch different artists in there. You're going to catch different artists in there, but you're going to hear my sound. You understand? And I'm talking about the records are crazy. The only difference between my records that I produce and the person who's multi-platinum is that they had a better situation than I had. My situation, I'm working with people in the hood that have no backing whatsoever. No, nothing. They come over to my studio, they hear the beats, we go to the studio, or I send them off and they go rock out, and that's it. They make their songs and that's it. There's no big giant behind them, no mogul, no nothing, no entity behind them, no money, no capital, no nothing. The multi-platinum producers, they got with artists that have money behind them. That's the only difference, man. But it doesn't make their records better than your records. It doesn't, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't think like don't suck up to a multi-platinum producer when he or she is just like you. They're trying to act like they're better than you. But they're not better than you, man. They just had a better situation. That's it. Now, so when you take these multi-platinum musical producers, since they're so multi-platinum and they use that against everybody, now you're held to a multi-platinum status. Meaning, every record that you drop, every record that comes out needs to hit multi-platinum or it's a failure. We're measuring your talent by your skill set for what you accomplished or supposedly accomplish. Or did you accomplish it, or did you accomplish it alone? Or did people help you? Or did the artist make it multi-platinum by writing the record and you basically just, because you made the beat, you're gonna use that status over people? Think about it, guys. Really put it into perspective. Measuring talent. You guys hate me because I give you the facts of life. Meaning, you guys don't think. And I'm be honest, you don't think about life. You just take what's put in front of you. That's bad. And it might just be because I'm a Sigma male. I'm not a societal norm. I'm a lone wolf. And it might just be that I'm cold at heart, man. I've come to realize that this is a fake earth that we're living on. And people are living fake lives every day. And since I've come to that realization, I'm cold, man. Like I got a cold. I don't have no warmth in my heart anymore, man. Because I see fake every second of the day. The person standing behind me, the person standing in front of me, the person on my left, the person on my right. I just hear, I watch, I listen. It's just fake. Everything is fake, man. The way y'all talk, the way y'all move, the way you act, the way you perceive things. But since there's so many people that are living a fake life, it seems like y'all are all on the same page. And the people who are on the outside, they are the problem. But that's not reality. Reality is that you guys are not living in reality. And that's the reason why you'll let the people on YouTube get away with this stuff, because because you can relate to them, because y'all all in this fake world. It's crazy. I'm so glad that I woke up, man. So, measuring your talent. How do you measure your talent? First, you need to see if you have a style. You need to have a style. And then you need to take that style, your ecosystem of music production, your sound, okay? Your sound, your ecosystem. And you need to nurture it with an artist. After you nurture it with an artist, you then now need to see if you could get more artists to rock with your style. And then if you do that, you can measure your talent. You can measure your talents, because now the only thing you need to do after that is to see how good each song comes out. How good does the artist, or let me put it like this: how comfortable do the artists feel over your music production, and how do the songs translate? That's a key, man. So when I listen to AO, or you can call him AO or AO Baker, right? When I listen to his songs that he did over my beats, it's a long time ago, guys. It's like 2000 and I don't know, 4, 5, 2003, 4 or 5, one of those. I can't remember. It's a long time ago, right? And I don't want to call him a rookie, because that's disrespectful, but he was young. He was young. He was a young artist. He was fresh, man. He was new. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a veteran yet. Now he's a veteran, but he wasn't a veteran at the time. The way he rocked over my beats, it's crazy. But it was crazy. I'm to my fire. The way he rocked over my beats, even though at that time he wasn't on, like, let's say the rap artist Legends level, but the quality of the song was there. The quality of the song was there because of my music production. So my music production style was so good and so unique, and it was based on storytelling and cinematics, right? I was creating Ghost Wave before I even knew I was creating Ghost Wave back then, but I was doing it by sampling. Now I'm doing it totally original, and it's hard, but I'm getting there. The quality, guys, the quality of the song sounded so good. It sounded on par. Now, I'm not trying to say his song concept and his song lyrics or the way that he was flowing was as good as Legends at that time. I'm not trying to say that. But I'm saying the song quality, the overall between me and him, the dynamics was, and I only did a couple songs with him, but it was crazy. You gotta hear me out, guys. When you go through the playlist and you listen to the songs, go through my playlist, guys, of the songs that I produce, and I'm gonna put more in there. Okay, trust me, I'm gonna put more. Listen, when you listen to the songs, you can listen to every song without skipping. Every song throughout. Listen to Gemstar and the production I did for Gemstar, and you got the quality, man. My sound production, and even though there was still errors in the way that I was making beats back then, because I didn't know production fully myself. But I was so talented, I could still get something there, guys. I would fix some of the hi-hats. I would fix some of the snare hits that might be hitting too hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I would fix some of the bass lines. I would fix some of the kick drums nowadays. But why, man? Why? It's history, man. Nostalgia. Leave it alone. Let it be. That's what happened back then. My album covers now are way different from back then. But let it be, man. That was a part of that journey. That was a part of history. That was a part of the times. There's another artist I'm going to put in there. His name is Pody. I didn't put him in there yet. I got to put his songs in there. I just hit him up. Actually, you got some of those songs out there? Some of them I don't even have anymore, man. Hopefully he got them. I'm saying I did a joint for Arliss Michaels. I don't have a record though, man. That's what I got to hit up Arliss Michaels and see if he got it. But you know what I'm saying? Some people I don't have. Some songs I don't even have anymore because files get lost. Things happen, man. Hard drives. It sucks. But anyway, that's not the point, man. I've measured my talent with my sound. Now, I'm even doing songs myself now over my own beats. That's another way to measure your talent. So guys and girls, if you right now religiously jump from YouTube channel to YouTube channel watching these musical producers who have turned into content creators on YouTube because you want to hear information and gossip and all this stuff every day. You guys are doing it. Just question yourself. Just sit back and think for a second. What am I really doing, man? What am I really doing? How is this really benefiting me? And since this guy supposedly is famous and have done stuff in the music industry, is multi-platinum, start analyzing and find out facts and details about these people. Do your research, Google search them, dig into websites on them, figure this stuff out, man. Just don't go on YouTube and just take them and then start regurgitating everything they say and everything that they do. Because then you're never going to get a sound. You're never going to get a sound. If you continue following their tutorials, following their walkthrough videos, following their product reviews, all this stuff contributes to your sound. If you follow a product review, you're more than likely to go and get that product. Instead of just figuring out what product suits you and your sound and your needs. If y'all all go and get the same device, you're going to have the same sound. And that's the reason why everybody sounds the same. That's the reason why in the battle between J Mills and Goods and DNA, that's the reason why Ron Brown stood out. Because he doesn't copy anybody's sound. Think about when Ron Browse came out with Pop Champagne. When he came out with Pop Champagne, next thing you know, all these producers start copying his sound. Like, think about how bad the human mind is, that people don't want to figure out their own sound. Which means they'll never be able to measure their talents because they're not talented. Doing somebody else's style of music production is not talent, man. That's copying and cloning. That's you doing boom bap and you didn't create boom bap. That's you doing drill and you did not create drill. That's you doing trap and you did not create trap. So, like, there's some people, man. I'm gonna be honest. And it might just be me being cold, man. But I don't have feelings for this stuff anymore, man. There's some people that I try my hardest to be like, give them the benefit of the doubt. But I only hear trap beats, man. And trap is so easy to do. So people are not even trying to break free of it. They're trapped in it. So they make a trap beat, and then I'm so, you gotta understand, man. We are tired of hearing trap beats, man. It's very repetitive. The exact same drum patterns, the exact same tempo, the exact same hi-hats. I mean, it's all the same. I'm tired of hearing boom bap too. Even though boom bap took a little break and is coming back a little bit, this and that. I get tired of hearing that boom bap with that, because boom bap is nothing but like, it's just the way it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know boom bap. You know, everyone know boom bap, right? Drill still can kind of like get you like a little bit like groovy a little bit, because it's just that bottom end. Drill is all about the bass, and it's just the vibrations. So you're kind of like forced into like moving with the drill beats, because it's the vibration. It's that 44 kilohertz and like the bottom end of that, like that bass line. It makes you move. You know what I'm saying? But even still, if you got like, I want to say 100,000 people doing drill, that's a lot of people. You're going to listen to 100,000 versions of the same beat? I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. So how I'm going to measure your talent when you sound like the next person? I can't measure your talent when you haven't even created your own genre or your own style of trap that isn't the same as trap. It's got to be something that's different about it. Something. So I'm measuring your talent, but I'm not measuring your talent. I'm measuring the creator. You know what I'm saying? You really put it into perspective. People could measure my talent because I have my own unique style. And that's why people hate. There's no way they could possibly say my beats were trash if I was doing trap, because they would basically be saying their beats is trash because it would be the same exact sound as theirs. So that's how you know oO5 Dynasty is being original. And they don't like it when you come and you be different. They don't like it because they can't manipulate you, man. They could manipulate you because you want to be like them, because you believe in them. I think the problem also is, guys, we've been tricked. We've been tricked by society. We've been tricked by our teachers, by schools. And they always say, who do you want to be like? Who do you want to be like? Who do you want to be like? And I feel like you guys, man, young adults and even the middle age, older adults, you still live off that premise. Who do you want to be like? Instead of being yourself, you want to be like somebody. That's why you guys fall into this trap of trying to be like these musical producers online, because you think that they're successful. You think they have the key and have the answer. But they don't have the key and have the answer. They got a lucky break. That's why they can't do it again. If they are multi-platinum, they should have at least 30 multi-platinum records. Especially if you've been doing it for all these years. Why is so many years going by and you still haven't gotten one more multi-platinum record in there? But you'll say that this person is better than me because they have that accolade. So that's another brainwashing. People brainwash you by using accolades. Meanwhile, the person with the accolade might not have the skill set and the talents like the person without the accolade. But you never give it a chance because you're so brainwashed into liking famous people or people who perceive to be famous. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. So how do you measure your talent, man? I just told you how you measure your talent. So get out there and measure your talent, man. Look at your beats and measure your talent with the songs that were created on it. That's how you do it, guys. Measure your talent. And you can go and look at my playlist. There's only a couple songs in there, but you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You can see exactly what I'm referring to. You can't even skip the songs in there because they're all fire. But they're all built inside of my ecosystem. So I was setting them up for success inside of my cinematic ecosystem that I was building. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for me, man. And I'm rolling by myself. I ain't got no friends. No friends. Not one single friend. It's just me. So now it's all on me. I'm not going to be talking to anybody. I'm not watching content creators' videos. There's not going to be no input. There will be no influence. Nobody will have an influence on oO5 Dynasty. Nobody. This is going to be only me. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for oO5 Dynasty. This your boy oO5 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one.